All right. Hello, everyone. Today is October 31st, 2024, and this is fourth meeting of HealthGevity Nation Ambassadors. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much. So we have one by one more ambassadors. Dr. Sue, welcome. All right. Great to have you here. Fantastic.
Likewise, I'm not sure you're hearing me.
Fantastic. Yes, we hear you. That's great.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. So 1 minute just to, let's say, tell you about tonight until other ambassadors will join us. So first of all, last night, yesterday actually, Dr. Jose Luis Cordero had a presentation in Longevity Nation seminar in Israel, which I think they copied our name because I know Ilya. Yeah, and then Ilya, actually next week I have a podcast with him about what they are doing in Israel, which is amazing. I told you, HealthGevity Nation is very much different from any other organizations or companies because the more people are coming to the field of longevity, we are happier. So there is no competition. All we think about is cooperation, collaboration, working together, and to see that what we can do together, a bigger goal that we have, that MTP that we have. So absolutely, we are so happy that other people are just coming, having the seminars. So yeah, we Dr. Jose Luis Cordero had a very great presentation, and just last night, three people from that seminar wanted to become our ambassadors of their country, and more people actually are coming. So it's good. I mean, we are now kind of in a level that growing somehow exponentially. And let me tell you, I remember almost 1.5 year ago, I spoke to the first person, and you can't believe I have talked to hundreds of people to come and become our ambassadors. Well, some of them were a little bit not serious, and then they were doubtful about what we are doing. And now we are almost 44 people from 44 countries. That is amazing. And still, we have a lot to do. We want to reach to 200 people, and those people are joining us. I can say even the level of their academic degrees are higher and higher. There are more famous people, more active people, and that's great. So, even though I told you from the first day that we don't care that much about, let's say, necessarily that person to be in the field of longevity, because we want enthusiastic people who really believe in the science and they want to change their life first and the life of other people. So tonight, we have a lot of news. I think Dr. Raluca is going to talk about her longevity clinic in Romania, which is amazing. And then uh, some of our new ambassadors, they will introduce themselves. And then tonight, I want to share a plan that I've been thinking and working on that for the past at least 8, 9 months. And today I will tell you. And after that, I have some plans and see that who wants to join me in this mission. This is something inside our HealthGevity Nation. All right. So let's start with Dr. Raluca. Please go ahead. We are very eager to hear your story. I know that you have been working on this dream for many years, but tell us the story and where you are right now. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Yes, we finally opened our longevity clinic here in Bucharest with 15 specialists in genetics and epigenetics. This is our main focus on personalized medicine, and we have also a nutraceutical division for after we taking the genetic and epigenetic test. We have different recommendation about how to supplement, and we have our products from different countries, from Spain, from Holland, but we have partnership. And after that, they are enrolled in a program, different programs, to optimize their health. So they are doing medical tests, and after that, they are doing some procedures with injection and all the other treatments, red light and something like that, to improve their health and improve their biological age, because we have a test that measure that. And after a couple of months, we can tell if we have succeed in our plan or we have to change something to make it better. Maybe some people want to begin to make some sports, and we have also a sports division who is connected with them and advise about how they can begin to, as you said, maybe for the first time it's better to go for a walk in the morning, and after that they can include session on gym, or they can swim or something like that, but all with devices, and we measure all their progress and mapping with all the analysis. After that, we have a conclusion from our team. It's a mixed team. It's different specialists. There are different specialists. There are GPs, dietitians, longevity coach. We have the first longevity coach in Romania, trained in Europe. And we have also patient navigator for those who have oncological problems. It's patient navigator who is formed in USA in 2006 and work in oncological institute here in Bucharest until now. And it's in our clinic right now and support all the patients who need some adjustments to their treatment, who needs more information, because the doctors are very busy and they don't have time to talk to the patients very much. That's why a patient navigator have this mission to explain in details, or all the way the chemotherapy, and after that what to expect, because and the program with our oncogeneticist, because we have to see after we deal with the patient about their kids, because they have to make some tests for prevention. You don't have to go in the same direction with your parents if they are sick. That's why we take their children, mostly they have almost 40 years ago, 40 years old, and after that we made some personalized programs for them. With colonoscopy, with mammography, with all of this. So we have more than one division. It's longevity clinic is in the center of this, and we have some satellites like this: patient navigator, sports medicine, psychology, infertility. It's another division, maternal-fetal care.
Fantastic. That's amazing. So tell me, Raluca, how has been the reaction of people in Romania, since I think you are the first longevity clinic there in that scale, right? So
yes, the first one.
the people that you have talked to, maybe regular people, academics, or different, of course, people are probably have been there in the opening even. So what has been the general reaction to having such a clinic there?
They don't know for sure what kind of services we offer right now. That's why we have a company who made the PR for us and all the tools for marketing, because we have to explain what's longevity, what's longevity procedures, because most of them are thinking that only Brian Johnson can do such things, but
Yes,
there are easy ways to improve your health with basics,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
with the proper doctors near you to
Right.
guide you and the support. I mean, all the, because it's a process. It's not
It's
a
a
miracle.
lifestyle. Exactly. It's a lifestyle. It's not like 6 months you come to the clinic, you do something, and then you go home and then you live forever. We don't have such a thing. It's
Yeah,
a lifestyle. Yeah.
most of them want a
Can,
pill, and they take the pill and that's it. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
That magic pill. No, still we
It's
are not
not
there.
the magic pill. Yes, it's
Yeah.
it's
The hard work, it's discipline, it's intervention in your life, changing the habits, and a lot of other things beside the technologies, of course.
yes,
can I
and
ask a question?
yes,
Yes,
of
go on,
course.
please.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing and congratulations of this longevity clinics. Very impressive.
Thank you.
I'm a longevity expert and I do run my own program, but unfortunately I don't have this such um, a multidisciplinary team yet. So I'm doing everything about coaching on all of the nutrients and everything, supplements, exercise, beyond all the tests I'm running. I have two questions for you. The first is with regard to the healthcare system in Romania.
Yeah,
Is I mean, you said patients. I'm not sure if it's a patient or more
no,
like some
clients,
a
patient
client. Yeah,
or
because
clients,
for me
or
it's client.
clients. We have
But
both. We have also
okay,
patients and we have clients.
okay. So do you mean when you said in terms of coverage, those people, clients or patients coming to your clinics will be reimbursed? I mean, covered for the spend they're doing in their clinics by any healthcare support,
No,
or do they
no,
pay on their own? So they
no,
pay
they
on
are
their own,
paying. Yes,
like
yes,
here, like there is no
yes.
coverage.
No, no
Okay.
coverage.
And do you think from for people living in Romania, the cost of this amazing program is high level or is like accessible for everyone?
Not for everyone, but
But
there are a lot of people who have this kind of money. The services are
okay,
not very expensive.
okay, okay, okay.
And genetic test, for example, it's couple of hundreds of
Yeah, like
euro.
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
like here in
So
the US. Okay,
yeah, it's not
okay,
so much, and they don't have to do all
okay,
at the time.
okay. They can pick.
It's a process. Yes,
Okay,
yes.
Yeah,
okay.
We
And my
we
second
split.
question,
We
yeah.
split
So
the bill. Yeah.
no, that's very helpful. I understand now because I didn't know how the healthcare system is in Romania. I was wondering. I mean, this is the same here. Everything is about longevity. People will have to pay out of pocket because it's nothing for it. I think that's what we have to work as a healthgevity nation is to at some point to get all this intervention reimbursed because this is much cheaper than being sick and covered
right.
by the insurance. But anyway, that's one of my biggest goals. The second question is just more technical. I do run epigenetic test as well as part of my program, and this is the beginning of the foundation. How often do you repeat those epigenetics? Because you said you're going to have those people
Yes.
starting a program, and your goal is to reverse this biologic age. Like, how long do you wait before checking if you've been successful in the intervention or not?
6, 8 months, something like that.
How much?
Between 6 and
Yeah.
8 months.
Okay. Yeah.
6 or 8.
It's the
Okay.
recommendation from the provider.
Yeah.
To
That's
do
true.
so.
No, that's what I'm doing. But I have people sometimes they ask me why we don't try 3 months after. I said because biologically I don't
No.
expect seeing big change after 3 months, right? It's not enough for like reversing. Thank you so much. Thank you for this information. Congratulations again.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's great. So about what Dr. Su said about becoming the longevity field something accessible for everyone. Of course, this is our MTP. We say that we have to democratize it. Democratizing means everybody should have access to it with the lowest price and even free. And based on the exponential changes that we see, we remember that I mean, even if do not remember, we have read about it. Like in 2000, the first genetic test cost like $3 billion. And then a few years after that, it was 100 million, and then 10 million, 1 million. It became to hundreds of thousands, and now it's like 400, 500. And in the next 5 to 6 years, I mean, by 2030, it will be almost free, just as a service besides some other services, because we have seen that for a lot of other things based on the Moore's law. So, of course, and absolutely, in longevity now, it is a little bit expensive, and not everybody can afford it. But soon, in few years, more and more people. But until then, I think our somehow duty is to teach people, to educate people about those things that they can do, which is intervention in their lifestyle, right? Which I think personally, 70 to 80% is just that. And only 20 to 30% remains for the whole other technological interventions. So I think this is our goal. Thank you so much. So we have yes,
If
go
I
ahead,
may,
please.
I think there is two goals. I totally am aligned with you with the education aspect. I think we believe that everyone knows the basic, but we are far from that, you know. And even
Yes.
in advanced civilized country, like I mean, supposed to be the first nation in the world in the USA, many
Yeah.
people doesn't know the basic, especially if you go outside of the big cities, you know, like of course Miami,
Right.
where I am, many people take care of their wellness, you know, because
Yeah.
that's part of the lifestyle, but not everywhere. But I think I wish, I mean, I'm just throwing this idea because we are an LGBT nation, and I hope that we're going to be bigger and more
Yeah.
powerful, and we can,
Right.
you know, voice what we want. And if, of
Mhm.
course, I'm not giving for free my services. I
Of
can't, I mean,
course.
it's my business, right?
Right.
But at some point, I would expect that the people who comes to me get, you know, this covered by their insurance, like
Right.
they do when they go to like their practitioner, or when they do like a regular,
Absolutely.
you know, blood test. That's one thing we should be able to do it, because, or it will be helping the shift of the healthcare system in a more towards a more preventive approach, instead of like this curative approach that we're having now, or
Absolutely. That's
reactive.
true. Healthcare system, you know what?
Yes.
Unfortunately. So governments actually, if let me tell you just the statistics few months ago, it was out. It says that if every person, and this is just for United States, if a person in the age of 65 is healthy and can live for another one healthy year, it will return $38 trillion for the whole US economy. Imagine that. So,
Yep.
this is what governments should do. And unfortunately, we know politicians, since they do not think about the next 4 years after that, because maximum year that they are in the power is like 8 years, not more than that. So, the maximum plan that they will have like 8 years. That's why in HealthGevity Nation, we are working on that even to have the impact on the governments to put the health and longevity in their priority. And believe me, as Dr. Sue said, if we spend like 10% in our life in a period of time, it will cost us less than if suddenly we have a disease and then we have to take care of it and medications. And this is just one side, let alone all the pains and changes in your mental situation, your societal connections, all of this. So this is what we are doing. Thank you so much. So, all right, we have Farzam here, new ambassador from Iran, also a very good friend of me, which now we are doing two podcasts together. One of them is about futurepreneurship, and one is about HealthGevity, but both of them in another language, which is Persian language. So we are creating our community in another country, which half of, let's say, me is from there, I can say. So we are doing that together. Already we have had like few ones, which I don't think that you can use it because it's another language. But anyway, I want him to introduce himself. Please, Farzam, go ahead and tell us about yourself in 2 minutes.
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Marduk. Hello, everyone. My name is Farzam Eskandari, and I'm the new ambassador for HealthGevity to Iran. And if I want to tell you about my background a little bit, I was the project manager for almost 7 years for now for many projects, including some projects about the Uber of pets in China and Malaysia. We have started that for 2 years, and we launched the project, and now it's working apart from me. And I'm currently study futures studies in University of Tehran, and I'm working on business model resilience and sustainability of business models in University of Tehran. And for about, I think, 2 or 3 months, we have teamed up with Mr. Marduk, and we have launched the podcasts named Futurepreneurship and HealthGevity in Persian language, Ayende Afarini and Zimana,
Correct.
which I'm really excited about it. We have produced for HealthGevity about three, I think 2 or 3
Yeah.
podcasts, and for Futurepreneurship about 4 podcasts. And it has been a really good experience for me. I'm really thrilled that I'm involved in this project, and with Mr. Marduk, Dr. Marduk. I've learned a lot from him, and it's a privilege to join up with him in our project. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Farzan. Thank you so much. And yeah, we have a lot to do together. So if anyone wants to share anything, please let me know. If not, I want to share my screen with you, my file, and then in 10 to 15 minutes, talk about that project that I've been working on that for the past 9 months. Anyone? Andres, maybe Naima wants to. Yeah, Katerina, please go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to speak about nutrition for 5 minutes.
Great, fantastic. Go ahead. Yes, sure.
Now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Amazing.
All right.
Sure.
Okay, so I'd like to start with a couple of little stories first. When I was 40 years, for this group, I just tell you I'm 75 years old, but I have the energy.
No, sorry. You are not 75 years old.
No,
You're
no.
75 years young.
Yeah, you're young.
Don't use the word old, okay?
I'm 75
This
years
is
young.
young.
And even my biological age is a lie. I like to say I'm 75 summers, So I have more vitality and energy than I had when I was in my 30s. But I'd like to tell you just a couple of little stories of when I was in my 40s. One day I was watching my son, Frederick. I think he was about 7 or 8 at the time. I was standing next to my husband watching Frederick play football. And Frederick's friend said to him, "Frederick, I didn't know you had a sister." And Frederick said, no, that's not my sister, that's my mum. Okay, so already I had that kind of experience that people underestimated my age anyway. And then another thing happened about 5 years later. I was at home in Cambridge, and my brother answered the door to my friend, and my friend said to my younger brother, my friend said, "May I speak to your daughter?"
Okay.
And my brother wasn't very pleased about that, but I was. So, okay. So what do I do? What do I eat? First of all, what I don't eat. I don't eat fast food, but if my family eats pizza, that's okay. I don't eat hamburgers, sugar, wheat. Most of my diet is gluten-free and lactose-free. Recently, I've stopped drinking milk because it produces too much mucus. No eggs.
No eggs.
No eggs.
Why?
Because what I've understood is they actually feed pathogens. They feed bacteria. They feed virus. And I feel much better when I don't eat eggs. So it's not very common,
Okay.
information. Not many people know about it, but I've stopped eating eggs anyway. And
Okay.
grapes. I've stopped eating grapes because they're interfered with, and now they're toxic. I love grapes, but I won't eat them. What else? I always listen to my body. You know, if I don't want
That's
to, I'm not
important.
hungry. Yeah. If I'm not hungry and my body is not hungry, I won't eat. So I start every single morning with celery juice,
Okay.
preferably organic celery juice, every single morning. The taste is not necessarily great, but so what? Because it cleanses my liver. It cleanses my blood. It cleanses my liver. And I've been doing that every single day for 3 years. I'll continue probably for the rest of my life. So celery juice, and then I have a golden tea called, that's turmeric and lemon every morning. And afterwards, I don't feel very hungry. All right. So what?
Can I ask, Katerina,
Yes.
how many times a day you have divided your eating? I mean, twice, 3 times, 4 times?
Do I divide
How many,
my
yeah,
eating?
how many times, do you eat during the day?
Oh, that's an interesting question. It's almost down to one time that I have like a gluten-free sandwich with butter. Butter and cheese is okay. My
Okay.
butter is lactose-free. The cheese is not. With celery, sorry, not celery, spinach and cucumber. And I
Okay.
love that. And I used to love avocados, and my
Okay.
body doesn't want avocados anymore. So I just listen to what, and it's not a craving. It's just listening to my body. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
once or
Yeah.
twice. But if I'm ever hungry and I need direct energy, I'll eat cashew nuts, almonds, and one dried apricot. I mean, have that, you know. If I'm really
Okay.
hungry, I just eat that straight away.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so another question, it's about the protein, because the
Yes.
most important actually macronutrient is protein, and we need to have the minimum of it, which is 1 gram per kilo at least. This is the minimum. So this is so important. I want to know that what is the source of it, because most of people ignore that part. No matter what you eat, when you eat, if you do not fill your protein, you are losing muscle, you are not giving the body what it wants. This is good that you are listening to your body, but later we can talk about it, that listening to your body, now that we have the science, should be based on some measurements. For example, when we say we listen to our body, even we have in the language, we say listen to your gut, because we have microbiome in our gut. And actually, what we eat is what they want us to eat. Our microbiome, by producing some hormones and even the cravings, they ask us what to eat. So this is important to know. And I want to ask you about the protein. What is the source, since you don't eat eggs?
I eat a little fish. That's a good source of protein. I don't eat much meat. I eat very little meat. But if I feel like eating chicken, I will eat chicken. But mostly fish, a little cheese. That's it. That's it.
Okay, that's good. But do you
And I
measure
just
it?
want,
Yes, go ahead, please.
no, I wanted to add that, to emphasize the importance of the protein, especially as we age or as we get younger over time, the way you want, and especially when you're a woman. And I totally agree with you. And that's what I provide, the recommendation I provide to my clients. You cannot just listen to your body. I'm sorry. Because we tend to, if I listen to my body, I will never need any proteins a day. No, I don't like proteins, So I will be using most of the time vegetables, fruits, greens, everything healthy, nuts, but not proteins. So it's a proactive approach to ensure that as you need to take anti-inflammatory foods, as you take antioxidants, as you take proteins, you need to make sure that you feed your body with the fuel they need to get the energy for a long road, you know. So
Right.
yeah, I just want to say that's critical.
Absolutely, yeah. And I want to
But you
add
know,
one more
we
thing.
have
Yes, go ahead.
it's a nutrigenetic test that
Mhm.
tell us what is good for us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
we are
absolutely.
different. That's why for example, I can eat carbo,
Mhm.
but I can eat so much protein from the meat, especially from the red meat. You
Mhm.
Yeah,
know?
but you
Right.
can get it from another source, right? I
Yes,
don't need
yes,
red meat.
yes,
Exactly.
yeah,
But
yeah.
you still need proteins.
Yes, I need
Yeah.
proteins, yes. But also I can eat carbohydrates because they give me energy.
Mhm. Right, yeah. I want to say something, for many years, for decades, we were told that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. That was right before the new science of microbiome. Now you cannot have one single nutrition, let's say, nutrition plan for even let's say two brothers or even twins because of their difference in their microbiome. Something that is good for you maybe is bad for the other one, maybe is inflammatory for the other one. So this is so important. Beside that, what you say, I listen to my body or my feelings, which is okay, all right. But at the same time, since we have the science now, mostly it was for the time that we didn't have the science. But now that we have the science, we can do the microbiome test so that we know that what are the good bacteria and what are the bad ones, and then try to use some, let's say,
Modulation. Yes, a
yeah,
prebiotics,
absolutely.
some
Probiotics,
postbiotics.
absolutely. Yeah, so that we can make our microbiome health as healthy as possible, because they are going to determine that what we are craving for or what we have to eat and what is good for us or bad. So this is the thing. And hopefully, if we can, let's say we are talking to some companies right now to provide the microbiome test with a very low price for us, so that every now and then we will give a gift for our ambassadors, so that probably we'll have some genetic tests, some microbiome tests, so that you can take care of your health more and more. Thank you, Katerina. That was amazing. We can talk about it later, but if you have any questions, you can let me know. If not, let's get started, because I have a
I
lot
just
to
want to
tell
say
you. Go ahead.
one more
Yes,
thing.
sure.
That's the most important, is that I meditate every night and every morning, and I release
Mhm.
the enzymes of youth to my
Mhm.
cells.
All right. Well, meditation absolutely is an important part of our life, especially the stressful life that we have right now. And it will help us in many, many ways. That's amazing. But as we shared my short video that now I'm going to talk about it. Okay, let me share my screen with you first. All right. Do you see the screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So I've been working on this for the last month. I'm going to have a challenge for all of our ambassadors and people around me and our citizens and our let's say community. 365-day challenge. I know maybe it seems a long way, but the thing is, it's a very, very small step every single day. Okay. For example, the first video that I produced was about when you get up in the morning, the most important thing that you have to do. Okay. And as you probably are familiar with the book that I have written, HealthGevity Journey, which is based on 12 pillars. The most important and the first pillar is sleep. Nothing for longevity is more important than sleep. And that's why I have started with sleep. And every single day, I want to say something about all other longevity aspects and share it with other people. And we have to, all of us, try to do these small steps and try to make it like a habit. And then we will see it. I have done most of them, but still there are a lot to do, because we are human. Sometimes we are lazy. We don't do that. That's why when we are in this nation and group and team, we can help each other. We can support each other. We can motivate each other to not to give up, and continue and do it to make our body healthier. So this is one thing that I have started. and definitely will continue, share the videos with you. And I would like you also to share the videos with your people around you. Now, let's get to an interesting part of it. Okay, maybe you have seen this picture before, but today I want to tell you the story about it. First of all, as you know, we have started with community, and community is one of the pillars of futurepreneurship, which is very important. The whole system of HealthGevity Nation is based on 7 pillars, which already we have a video for it. You can go and watch the video if you haven't. So when we are creating our community, this is the basic of that business or that nation that we have. Now, maybe you ask that when is going to, as Dr. Su and others said, that when are going to have that big noise in the world so that hundreds of millions of people know about HealthGevity? You know, we are doing that step by step by creating videos, by participating in different seminars. I have done that before. And actually, next month, I have a longevity course for the first time for a university. And we are going to give them, after the course, the HealthGevity certification. So this is our steps we are doing. But for making that big noise in the world, I have this plan, which is having the biggest and largest gatherings of, let's say, scientists, investors, people who are fascinated by longevity in one place. More than 5,000 people in a cruise ship, in a luxury cruise ship. So this is a plan. I've been working on that for the past 8 months. But now that we have a lot of things, we need a team. And I want to tell you that after this meeting in the next few days, I will talk probably to each of you that are interested to become a part of this project. And there are a lot of benefits. And I promise you, your life will be never the same after having this challenge and after we do this big goal. So what we are going to do is to, let me change the slide. All right, another picture. We are going to have an event, 7-day event, okay? And it will be on a cruise ship that minimum probably we will have like 5,000 people can go there. And I don't know if you have ever had the experience of traveling by cruise ship, but it's a luxury 5-star hotel, even maybe a 7-star hotel. You have your room and there are tens of restaurants. There are a lot of things to do. And we are going to invite almost all iconic people, from scientists. I mean, imagine David Sinclair, for example, Aubrey de Grey, Brian Johnson, Dr. Uberman. I mean, hundreds of people that are very, very famous. They are going to be there. They're going to have their talk. And we are going to talk about the latest technologies, latest advancements of longevity. And so we will have hundreds of people in this cruise ship for 7 days. I mean, hundreds of scientists and people who are going to have their seminars, workshops, meetings, and all of these things. So let me tell you about it more. So, okay, as I told you, we are going to have famous people come and talk about different topics of longevity. And you can be a part of this project. All right. As you see, the pictures, all of them are designed by ChatGPT for ourselves. So you see the sign of HealthGevity Nation everywhere in the cruise. So we are going to have this mostly, you know, anybody can actually participate and, let's say, enter to this trip, which is HealthGevity Journey. We call it HealthGevity Journey, but probably we will have some limitations in based on age, actually, which we probably children under a certain age, which later we will tell you the details about it. But anyway, we are going to have thousands of people there. And we are going to open a clinic, longevity clinic there, with almost all advancement, all equipments, all longevity technologies there from different companies, okay? So it's going to be there for that 7 days. People can go and use most of them, from DNA, you know, testing and until cryotherapy, red light therapy, almost everything will be there. So this is a very good opportunity for people to become familiar with technologies in longevity. And these are again some pictures that you see. So this is a part of this 7-day plan. The next one is, well, we will have some restaurants there. Of course, there will be free will, maybe some normal restaurants there, but we will have a special, very healthy restaurant for those people who really want to eat healthy in that 7 days. And the best products, the best food, the best quality of everything will be ready for people who want to enjoy their journey. So beside that, we have a lot of programs like yoga, meditation, some fun activities even related to longevity. Let me tell you, everything somehow will be related to longevity. So people will learn a lot. I can guarantee that that 7 day will be equal with 1 year of studying or going to courses or learning about longevity, because they will be overwhelmed with the whole information and activities that they will do there. And it's not only about going and sitting in a conference hall and listen to someone and that's it. Because as you know, I told you from the first day, HealthGevity Nation is about action. It's not only about knowledge, because we know knowledge is not power alone. Action is power. So we need to do what we know. We need to do what we believe in. That's why in the 7 days, we all practice the whole activities that later in our life we should do that. The next one will be, well, you see some people, it will be gathering, people can make connections. You already have thousands of people there, so probably even 7 days is not enough. But anyway, you can meet hundreds of famous people, make connections, and that will be unforgettable journey throughout your life, and I'm sure that you will remember it forever. Another one is we are going to give HealthGevity passport to some people there, where maybe not all of them, some of them that are more active, more interested. There will be some qualifications that they have to get the HealthGevity passport. And this passport includes a lot of services like the discounts for using in HealthGevity clinics all around the world, or some free tests, or using some free products from supplements and everything, or maybe even consultations. So we will have that plan to give away the HealthGevity passport. And another part of the program will be like a exhibition for those companies who have the latest products in the field of longevity, so they can introduce their products, their latest technologies there, so that other companies even can make a connection together. Investors, we will have hundreds of big investors that they can invest, and people can there meet. Maybe someone has an idea, they can meet investors, they can meet another company, and together they start a new clinic in their country, for example. So we have a lot of other plans. This is just a very, very short introduction about it. So, and finally, this is HealthGevity Nation, thousands of people. And imagine when, we have almost, I have almost calculated, if we have like 200 the most famous scientists in this field there, and 5,000 people there. After this, let's say, journey, which will be covered by mainstream media all around the world, I'm sure that at least 100 million people will learn about this very, very unique longevity journey and, let's say, gathering and meeting. And that's the point that HealthGevity Nation will become really a nation, and we have a lot more plans after that. So that's it. I would like to hear your ideas one by one, or if you have any questions. There are a lot of details, as I told you, but what I want to do now is to create a team from our ambassadors to start with me from now, so that I will tell them what to do. And there will be huge benefits for those who are with us in this journey until that day. For the time, if you are asking, actually it will be in 2026. So we have time. I don't know yet, probably in the beginning of 2026, in the middle, or at the end of it. We don't know. It all depends on what we are doing. But already we have done a lot of things. In few days, the website will be up. So we start sending the invitations to famous people from now, and telling about what we are doing and contacting companies, and we have a lot to do actually. So this is the whole thing. I hope that you liked it, and let me know what you think. All right, anyone?
It's very, very good
Ah,
idea.
yes.
Congrats.
All right, thank you.
Yes.
I'd like to
It's,
ask.
I
Sorry.
can talk with the providers, with my providers of tests
Mhm.
of nutraceuticals, and
Mhm.
if I have something to send them, it will be useful because I think they will be on board.
Yeah, let me tell you, the idea is so unique, is so beautiful, it's so meaningful that I don't think anyone says no. And, I have been working in the field of sales for many years, and I know how to sell things. And I hope that we all learn, because sales is the most important skill everyone can learn. When I sell something, I sell it in a way that if they do not take my offer, they feel stupid. And of course, this time, this offer that I have, it's so amazing in any terms, financial, individual, I mean, even societal, that they cannot reject it. And still, there are a lot of details. Thank you so much, Raluca. We will soon have like a proposal, and in our website, we will have different forms for individuals, for companies, for investors, for scientists, for a lot of different people. So they can go to the website based on how they want to participate. They will fill the form, and then we will be in touch with
Yeah.
them and see that how they can. So companies can come there and they show their products. Investor can come and invest on the things, and so we will have everything all together. So yeah, thank you for uh, your interest. All right, anybody else? Katerina,
Yeah,
I
I'd
think.
like
All
to
right.
I'd like to ask where the cruise ship starts and where it will end up after the 7 days.
All right, thank you. Well, we are working on that. So this is something that we still have time for that, all right? But we are thinking about, it depends on the time of the year, of course, so we need to know the time of the year, but still is very soon for that. But definitely it will be like 7 days. So the journey will take 7 days. And let me tell you something interesting. In that 7 days, you are not going to be all on the ocean for the 7 days. We are going to every day go to a city, all right? Well, it will be in let's say the North America, all right? So it will go to different cities every day, and people from that city even they can come and join us in the ship, and people in the ship can go and visit the city even. So we will have more and more people engaging on that. But we will because there are a lot of companies also. We are now in touch with many companies. We need to reserve a full cruise ship. You know what I mean? It means that they should not bring any guest. It will be only HealthGevity Nation guests. So imagine. So this is so different. It's a huge project. That's why we need to work on that for 1.5 years. All right,
Yeah.
Dr. Sue, please go ahead.
Congratulations. I think that's what I'm expecting to see from this HealthGevity Nation in terms of huge and bold projects. I don't say it's an easy one, but well organized, it can be an amazing success and maybe bring like the impact that we all want to see. So first of all, my question was also about the when, and I'm glad to hear that. I live in Miami. And I
Yeah.
see so many crews. So I said, okay,
Right.
that will be one of our crews that I see every day.
Yeah.
And this time with the HealthGevity, definitely, I look forward to it. I think
Absolutely.
another question was, no, it's amazing and believable. For me, the way you describe it is innovative and a combination of a retreat, because we have those existence longevity retreats somehow in some places. In the same time, an exhibition and congress where you can, like we do when we meet, like, those people and exchange on the advance of the science, when you have like this kind of exhibition where people show their advancement and sell in a way. So I'm sure that I agree with you in the fact that inviting people to take part of this opportunity and make them contributing financially as well, because they need to take a boost, and being part of it, that's definitely something so exciting. No, I think my question was like, from when you're thinking about this, because I'm very visionary, who are the people you want to see in the boat? Not the, I got it, you know, you have a bench of experts that will spread the word, raise awareness, education, and also practical aspect from those people who take part of this kind of retreat, if you will. But who are those people, where they are from? Because if you said North America and things, you know, if there is some limitation of people, or they, except if they are willing to fly from Dubai to go to, you know, but who will be those people? Which profile you're targeting?
Okay, well, there is no limit in that term. Everyone from every part of the world can participate, you know, because we want to bring people. This is what nation means, right? What HealthGevity Nation means from every culture, every people all around the world. So it depends on how much they want to invest in their life, because I've called it HealthGevity Journey. It's not just a name. Let me tell you what is the story behind it. You have always heard from me that I say longevity is a journey, is a lifestyle. So it's not something you do it for a short time, right? So I want what the goal of this project is, when people come in that 7 days, they experience a life that they never want to go back to their previous lifestyle. All right. So from that end of the day, the seventh day, they totally feel that their life has changed forever. And now they say, okay, I want to become a HealthGevity Nation citizen, and I want to change my life forever. And and they find out that this is a journey, and this is just the beginning. For the rest of their life, how many years it is not important. They want to change their life, live as healthy as possible. So people who are enthusiastic about, let's say, longevity, people who love themselves, people who want to change their life, that's it. Of course, we have a lot of plans, different plans. Let's say, for example, people with different budgets can participate in that. Okay, this is important. And for example, we can have like all inclusive, so that person pays for almost everything, the services there, except for the longevity services. All right. And we can have different plans for some people who are interested, even for students, young people, for professor of universities. We will have kind of some packages for free for some of them. And of course, those ambassadors who are in my team, in that team that we are going to work on it, which later I will send you the information that how much time you need to spend per week, per month, what are the responsibilities. Definitely, they totally will be there for free. And not only for free, they will make a huge money, because they will make commission and percentage from any activities that we are doing there as a business, because this is a huge project. It cannot go, let's say, like NGO, kind of things. We need to make a business out of it, and this is the best business in the world. We are, I mean, selling health to them. We are selling a new life to them, that the changing of the mindset. And this is not expense, this is investment. And I'm sure after we do that, everybody will understand that that was the biggest investment of their life, because their life will never be the same.
No, that's amazing. And maybe if it's a success, we can replicate and have some
Absolutely.
both in different
plan.
region of the different region of the world, so they don't have to travel so far and everything. But
let me tell you, my plan after that, and I'm sure that it will be successful, will be in the next few years after that, with the help of investor, to have one cruise like for HealthGevity Nation. So every day of 365 days, we will have 7 days cruise all around the world, so that we make noise, so we bring more and more people. This is my, let's say, goal after that. So maybe it takes 10 years. I don't care, no problem. This is important that we can do it, we will do it. And this is something that our world needs, really, such a thing. All right. Anything, anybody?
Oh, I wanted to add a detail. As you said that the cruise ship will stop in different cities.
Okay.
There's some longevity pop-up cities around the world. So we could plan the trip so that the ship stops at some of those cities.
Yes,
That could be
Alvaro.
interesting to involve the two
Absolutely.
communities.
Absolutely, yeah. And I can show you something in the group. I will send you a video almost 3 years ago. I'm not an architect, okay, but I've been working in real estate for 15 years. So almost I know a lot of things about, let's say, projects and how things are done in this field. 3 years ago, I created a video animation which was not very professional, but for 3 years ago was good. And I had the idea 5 years ago. It was a futuristic city exactly for longevity. And maybe you have heard of these cities like Vitalia and different, let's say, longevity cities in the past 1 or 2 years. But believe me, I had that idea for 5 years ago. But I can share the video with you that it shows a city with the latest technology. It's a kind of very, very futuristic city. And even that project was before NEOM by Saudi Arabia. It was before a lot of other ideas that now we see. It was much, much before than that. But later, after this cruise ship, we will have another plan to do the same, to have our city, HealthGevity Nation, a futuristic city using the latest technology in all fields, not only longevity, from robotics, from AI, from every technology that you can imagine, we will have it in that city. But this is another, let's say, maybe 10-year goal that we will do that. But yes, I agree with you. We will do that. This is a part of the plan to go to different cities, let's say, about longevity. All right. Anybody else?
All right, sounds amazing.
Thank you. All right. Okay.
So I will ask another question. Can I?
Yes,
or
please.
do
Sure.
I ask too many questions?
No. I mean, you're here. We are here to talk.
No, because I'm brainstorming and thinking. So, okay, in this ship, I know that not everybody is in longevity here, working in specialized. But for people being specialized in longevity, who want to take part of this project, right? I think there is an opportunity for us to help those people who live that in our area, or depending of who you serve, to follow up with them and to help them if they're interested too in between the ship. Of course,
Right.
maybe staying 1 year, one week in a ship will revolutionize their life. They don't want to go back to a lifestyle. But one thing I know, as being working on this longevity field, is that as soon as it's done, it's not one shot. Even it's an intensive, transformational journey. They need to continue. They need to pull. So my question to you is: have you thought about leveraging this longevity group experts, at least the experts one, to bridge the gaps and connect the dots with people who wants to work with? It's a mutual benefit, right? Because let's say if I have people coming in Florida in this ship, of course I would offer them to follow up with them, on this, and being the HealthGevity Nation. So I think there is something around that might be a good option for the HealthGevity ambassadors and for the HealthGevity Nation to amplify the impact that we're having.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, one of the goals of having ambassador in different countries is to create the community there. For example, now what you can do is to create your community. Community means from normal, regular people, even without the academic background, until the scientists, investors, businessmen, everyone. All right. So this is your job to create that community. And of course, as a professional, you have a business there, you have a clinic. Maybe we together can invest in your clinic, make it bigger, change the brand. Okay, this is a HealthGevity Nation, HealthGevity clinic, for example, in Florida. And then we will send all people in that state, for example, just to your clinic. So of course, we are going to, after this trip, because I know what you mean, this trip is just a motivation. But all we know, motivation is going up very quickly, but comes down very quickly also. Yes.
Right.
So what we need is discipline. Discipline needs time. We need to teach people. And of course, it's not only about teaching, it's being in touch with each other. So we have to push each other. We have to help each other. And how we will do that? By using AI application. We will have our application that people, after the trip, they will follow up their activities, their programs and plans. And we see that if we see someone is not following the plan, by sending notification first, then by calling and following up them, then by inviting to the community, we will be so supportive that unless they say that, okay, no, I want to quit, I don't want to be there, unless they say that, we will follow so much, because we know changing habits, lifestyle, it really takes time. So we should be really, really patient. But definitely, this is our goal. Our goal is not just having a seminar, luxury ones, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, okay,
No
goodbye.
follow-up.
Everybody goes back, to their life. No, absolutely not. We really want to make that life-changing event. And after that, people really, really feel that they are in a new journey for their life. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And now, last thing, you mentioned about this longevity clinic, and before you mentioned about that some people can have discount on the longevity clinic. Maybe I'm naive, and I apologize for that, because I joined recently and I'm just looking for getting more information. But where are the HealthGevity clinics already? You have HealthGevity clinics around the world?
Okay, we have been working on that for 2 years, right? At the moment, at the moment, the closest one is going to be opened is in Vancouver, Canada. So we have now a little bit Canadian bureaucracy problem, because it takes time there. But we will have it in Vancouver. At the moment, we are working on Dubai. Almost we have some investors, we have the location. So again, there. Almost we have, let's say, some investor in, let's say, some other countries that still we are negotiating, because it needs a lot of planning. But yes, for HealthGevity Nation, we will have our clinic, but at the same time, we will be working with our partners and ambassadors like Raluca in Romania, that they have their, let's say, longevity clinic. Yeah.
So we don't have now. We don't have yet.
No, not yet. We are working on that.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else? Any question? We have 5 more minutes. Just let me know if you have any questions.
You also have a HealthGevity clinic in Mexico City.
Oh yeah, that's great. So tell me about it, Paulina. You are so silent. Go ahead.
I know. No. Also, HealthGevity Nation can also be in Mexico City.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we already have a functioning longevity clinic.
Okay.
So you can say
absolutely.
we have one in Mexico City too.
That's amazing. Sure. So what should we should do, Paulina, is we need to get more information and see how we can work together. For example, we are in touch with hundreds of business people who are traveling a lot, like Dr. Jose Luis Cordero. So when people travel to different countries, we can redirect them to that longevity clinic, so that when they are there for like a month or something like that, they can visit you instead of visiting someone else, right? So we will also make that kind of circle. We'll work on that, and just let us know, because I knew that you are working on that, but I really don't have enough information. So yes, please share with us, and we'll be in touch for that.
Okay, perfect. Yes.
Fantastic. All right. So that's it for tonight. And in the next few days, I'll share some links in the group for this project, for the details of it. And our website will be actually launched. You can go to the website and read more and more about it. And after that, you need to let me know that, based on, let's say, your time, if you are interested to be one of the main person in the team, actually, which we are going to work on that for the next 1 or 1.5 years. If you are going to be with me, then we will start, and then there will be a lot to do. All right. And you can ask your questions later, I mean, in the group, because we will create another group for that on WhatsApp, so that weekly we will be in touch. We will update each other, and I'll give you a kind of roadmap from the beginning to the end, that how everything is going to be. All right.
All right.
Okay, fantastic. That's great. So remember, first of all, we need to change our life first, right? Because we cannot tell other people to change their life if we do not do it. So try to let's say, take care of yourself, live as healthy as possible, change the habits every single day, just one thing. And as I told you, these HealthGevity 365, they are just small steps that we will send it to the group, and we will create like a challenge for 1 month. So the next month, you have to work on those small things, and then tell us that how was your experience, maybe by a short video you recorded, and let us know that, for example, okay, from tomorrow I'm going to, when I wake up, I do these things, 10 minutes going out, look at the bright side of the sky, let's 10 to 15 minutes get the sun for producing the vitamin D, and then see how it will affect our sleep, because this is so much important for all of us. So yeah, we will share you more videos with you, and I would like to hear the feedback from you. All right.
Of course.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
First.
And I hope
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone.
Yeah, have a
Thanks
nice
for
evening.
listening, everybody.
Thank you
Bye.
all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great
Bye.
day.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.